Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Rucker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Got it set up on the outside, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Green. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
To the air, it's Green. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pulls it, fired complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Makes the grab. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arkansas! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burris. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hand, it's Burris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Spins away from the defense. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. That's reeled in. It's Blake. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. takes the handoff. It's Russell. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Razorbacks are on the move. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Using his legs, it's Russell. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Russell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Green. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, what a move to get room. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rucker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Rucker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw it. Finds a little space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Arkansas State.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT.
That makes the score Arkansas 34, Arkansas State 10.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Slips a tackle. Looking deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Right on the money. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Green. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
He'll pull it on the read. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The Red Wolves started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. Headed to the end zone, and a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for three.
Arkansas State, 13.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the ground, it's Russell. Nice move to keep running. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hauls it in. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Little. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Single back formation, and they give it to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. To throw, it's Green. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Give to the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Green. They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's cross. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Red Wolves need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's cross. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
To the air, it's Green. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
First and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. He's got the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Cross. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Burris. The Red Wolves get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Rucker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Red Wolves had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the ground with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Getting set for the point after.
Defender is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half.
That makes the score Arkansas 58, Arkansas State 20.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will start at their own 20.